Activities of miners and haulage vehicle operators, popularly known as tippers, have over the years impacted negatively on roads, leading to a cycle of damage, repair, and damage again. Farmlands where these mining activities are carried out are also negatively impacted as they become wastelands following the pollution that comes with mining. Clearview TV investigative crew led by Edward Idoni visited Ado-Kassa, a mining community in local government area of Nasarawa State, where laterite, sharp sands and stones are being mined. The visit revealed negative impact of these mining activities on roads. Mining of sharp sands, stones and laterite is a thriving business in Ado-Kassa, but with it comes negative effects of degradation of arable lands. These once fertile lands are most times never recovered. The loss of these arable lands lead to hunger and starvation amongst residents as agriculture, which is the mainstay of the economy of the people, is dead a deadly blow.
I have a land very close to my place, and before I know, they have gone there, dug the place, took plaster away, and it affects my productivity agriculturally. So that is what they do. So what they do here is enormous, and although we pray that government can come into our aid to assist us.
Worse still is the activities of haulage heavy-duty vehicle which ply the roads to deliver these mined products without recourse to maintenance culture. The few cars and motorcycles that ply the roads, either on a personal or commercial capacity, tell tales of frequent breakdown of their cars and bikes, saying they incur extra costs via repairs and maintenance on a regular basis.
And the repairing of the load is very good, but now the load get as it be. As they are doing it, laying come for, and then the load can't get up. Would they enter to go do? Before you go do, you discover that your back shock absorber and the front shock absorber, as the thing they do it spoil our bike. At the same time, the dust as they stop doing it, they are not watering the load. So dust used to enter our eyes. At the same time, if you wear clothes now, come out, before you know, you become like a madman. So carry people are fearing to come at Ado-Kassa. Some passenger you will carry them, they will say, follow me in by court. By following by court, they chop our food. At the same time, as food come get as it be, we are finding it difficult to go at Ado-Kassa now. That is the problem, the challenge that they are doing, we are facing. Also, they are doing the load is very good for us. Had they been that they finish it and put quota, we would have enjoyed it. But by living in this way, we are suffering it so seriously.
This is over 1 year now. We are facing dust in this road, Ado-Kassa road. And we are begging government to come and do the road so that it will help us. If not, people are contracting different kind of sickness. Especially with Canada, we are facing a lot of challenges. The garrot and dust. So we are begging state government, ASURE, to come and rescue us in this challenge.
We have not been seeing them on site any longer, and there is constituting a lot of hazard for us. The dust we are witnessing now is not what it used to be. So we are looking on to them to fast track to speed it up the work. Because if they leave it this way until next rainy season, I think we'll even ask that the situation would have been even better last time than now. Would have preferred to be in the situation that we were than now. Even right now, we are experiencing some damages. One, machine is an engine something. It doesn't need a lot of dust. It has a lot of effect on our carburetor. That's one. The gallops we are experiencing now, it affects bearings, it affects shocks, and so much occasions we go to mechanics for repairs. We are only hoping that if they can do it better than this, that will be sorted out forever. We won't witness it again. But for now, we are enjoying a lot of pains. We have seen a lot of pains. Yes, because we go mechanic often than before.
I use a car, and almost every week I must go and check my car to see the level of damage. And the activities of this tipper driver, those that carry sand, laterite, and all those gravel, they are not even helping us at all, because their vehicle are big, and the road is not good. And anytime they pass the road, they have a way of spoiling the road. And we that uses small car, small vehicle, it's not funny for us.
We have suffered a lot of effects on that road as a result of haulage vehicles, tippers that are going up and down, looking for gravels, sand, plaster sand, and that has actually affected our roads. The level of degradations they are doing on the road is so much, gallops everywhere, and the impact on our cars is enormous. You can imagine that every month, 2 weeks in every month, you go to the mechanic to go and put your cars in order. I spend roughly 80 to 200,000 every month to put this car in order because of the activities. And the way they even speed on the road is something else. If you can check my car, one of them bashed my car, and the only thing I can get for the effect is just sorry.
Residents of Ado-Kassa community who spoke with Clearview TV shared their thoughts on what could be done to ensure this over 6-kilometer road, part of which is being reconstructed, lasts for at least the required lifespan. The Palace Chief of Ado-Kassa, Ambassador John Gajere, was the first point of call. The chief, who appreciated the construction effort by relevant government authorities, also promised to follow up and ensure that the road is built to specification, and expects that other infrastructure like primary and secondary schools will come with the road.
I still want to plead with the National State Governor that the state should help us. In this Ado-Kassa, we don't have a good hospital, we don't have a good school, secondary school, even the primary school. The primary school is not standard. And the private schools are very expensive too. We farmers, we cannot be able to afford the school fees. So I'm pleading that the government, as they have tried for us concerning the road, they should also try for us in the aspect of education and the health, so that we can get a standard hospital and a standard secondary school.
His appeal for the construction of schools is premised on the fact that a sizable population of school-age children do not have access to the formal education due to lack of schools in the area, and the declining in family revenue is due to pollution of farmlands. This is despite the huge resources their community is endowed with. For many, this is a clear case of negligence of corporate social responsibility on the part of the mining companies, as well as inadequate regulations by the government.
Corporate social responsibility of companies operating in certain location or communities simply means that the company could, on their own, without being pressured or being asked, could carry out some kind of services to the people to alleviate their hardship. So, for instance, if you have a construction company that is working in a particular location, the company, heavy trucks, heavy equipment will lead to quick deterioration of such road. So when you have that kind of situation, the company, as part of their own social or corporate responsibility, could carry out maintenance on such road, because the company obviously will use the road more than those who are riding on bikes, who don't have heavy equipment. So corporate social responsibility is that responsible company taking up the challenges of contributing or giving back to the society what, as part of their gains from that society, what the society needs, or what the community where they operate needs, or coming to their rescue at a critical point or challenge.
Well, what the companies are supposed to give back to the society in which they operate, and especially when their activities affect the locality in terms of the landmass or their waterways like we have in the Niger Delta, they're supposed to offer things like amenities to the local communities. To the youth, they can give employment to them. to the local communities. They can build schools, healthcare centers, and all whatnot that we have. And I also believe that in doing all these things, the companies need to work within the laws of the nation, the laws regarding mining. There are laws that covers all these minings and of oil, of lithium, of whatever we have in Nigeria. They're supposed to work within that time frame, within the frame of those laws, so that there can be a good relationship between the company and the locals. Well, it's implementation of laws, basically, for me. If we have laws in Nigeria that covers, this haulage, then the government needs to do more to implement it. If not, where will the company come and break the road? The road is built with the taxpayers' money. And so a miner cannot come and destroy what the earned money of the taxpayers. So it's just about implementation on the side of the government, because the individuals cannot take laws into their hands. It's only the state government and the local government. Though this is covered by federal laws, but it is the local areas that are affected. And that is why we've been arguing and said that the local government should be stronger, which is the closest government to the people. If the local governments are well funded, then they can relate with some of these miners or some of these companies and, exert their laws. The laws will be put in force. So with respect to the local government, I'm sure even the local communities cannot get involved as such, because it will amount to crime if it has a rancor with the miners or the company.
Clearview also sought to find out from other residents what could be responsible for a cycle of breakdown of roads in the community. These residents blame it on the activities of haulage vehicle operators, popularly called tippers, which ply the roads to deliver sharp sand, stones, and laterite, and called for stiffer regulations to check their activities.
The heavy trucks, they are the ones responsible for the breakdown of the road, because those small vehicles cannot spoil our road. So, yeah. The tippers, they pack sharp sand from here. So as they pack the sharp sand out, they have to pay revenue. There must be a tax for that, because you cannot just take sharp sand from Ado-Kassa to go and supply for free. So I believe that will also aid us to maintain the road, to get money from them to maintain the road.
The sudden breakdown of the road is mostly happen when those heavy equipment, heavy vehicles are carrying lateral. Sometimes you see them carrying lateral, passing here more than 50 times a day. So sometimes it makes the road to be scattered. Scattered within some few years, the road will just go down.
We are appealing to the government, we are appealing to everybody to assist us, and the road should be maintained. And they should be coming from time to time to control the road.
The tipper drivers and trucks is a part of development, because when we don't have that, our village cannot build, because they have to supply gravel, chippings, and sand. That's a part of development. As we have this, it's the same development again. Then a more encouragement of the people that will come here, so that we get more population. As the road come, we appreciate to have market, big market, because this is a challenge that we have. Then as the road is going there now, let the bridge cross so that you go that a bad side, so that we get entrance from Karishi to here. The journey will be simple.
It's our 60 kilometers they are constructing now. We are part of the worker here, and we are also supporting them to make sure that the work is fine.
A cross-section of these respondents also called for construction of a bypass to the main road to make the impact of haulage vehicles that come around to deliver the mined products less devastating.
So the only thing, if they can manage get another road for them to be passing, or please asking them not to be passing through this road that is newly constructed going on, that the construction is going on now, we will be very, very happy.
There is the issue of these tippers, and also if they will be getting, be able to have like bypass for these tippers, and also the responsibility of this road can be managed for a long time is that when the 10 tire, especially like we have one big stone break there, the 10 tire will be always pass. So if they will be careful on it, and the contract is taking place, they will be doing like some colta that will be take place like 10 years or 20 years. I think the place will be the way we like it.
Yeah, tippers, normally I believe they are supposed to have a routine. whereby they can restructure their ways, maybe their roads to another direction, because I believe tippers are contributing much to the breakdown of the roads. Normally, they come to pack sands, like the sharp sands, the plaster sands, then they take it outside for people who wants to build or wants to construct whatever it is they want to construct.
Expectations are high that the parties involved, government, miners, haulage companies, and residents come together to ensure durable roads in Ado-Kassa and by extension Nigeria as a whole.